I don't know why I click the live button and then say, oh, wait, I'm live? I'm the one who clicked the button. I should know, right? Um, so I am coloring in Creative Haven Magical Mandalas coloring book by Alberta Hutchinson. I know I don't know why this is crooked, but like I'm too tired to try to fix it. All I want to do is relax, and that's all. So, um, and share with y'all, of course. I'm trying to move my chair. Ooh, okay. Um, and I want to use markers, but I'm having a problem accessing my stuff in my room, so I'm kind of going to use whatever's at my hand to do, or kind of, sort of. Um, these markers, I have these markers which were handy, and so I'm going to use them. I never use them, and they're kind of generic kind of markers. They're fine liners, but they're kind of like cheap, kind of generic things, and um, I don't even remember where I got them. Maybe I got them at Ollie's or something. And let's see, what are they called? I buy them dual brush pens. The colors on the band don't really match what they come out as, so I kind of think a mandala might be a good thing to use them for, because it won't matter, right? So, and I just want to color, and I wanted to use markers, and I can't get to my other ones, so we're just going to use these, and they get used up because I like using up my supplies that I have. I really don't intend to be a hoarder. Um, and so I want to use what I have. And I actually kind of have a haul coming that, like, good Lord. I was like, why am I getting this? Well, I know why I'm getting it, but I just I don't know. I'm in this mood where I don't want to buy anything, but I keep buying stuff because, well, one, things that I'm researching, I wind up buying another book because I don't like, um, well, some of them I can access online, but a lot of them I can't. And I want to know that I always have it. I don't want to suddenly not be able to access that information. And so I wind up buying the book. Then, and then coloring supplies, because I'm trying to solve a coloring problem or learn something. And so that's the coloring supplies that are coming. And it's kind of interesting that the last thing I ordered was the first thing that came. I'm still waiting for the stuff I ordered like last week and asked to be sent to me today. Asked to like receive it today. That was kind of weird, but um, I'm gonna wait until I get them all to do a haul video. Um, and that'll probably be tomorrow. Do it tomorrow, sometime after I vote, probably. Um, these look like leaves, so I think I'm gonna color them green. These are nice little markers. It's just that the colors don't always match what's on the band. And so, yeah, I just haven't really used them. And I suppose I could swatch them, but I wouldn't pay attention to the swatch sheet. So, why bother? There's probably not a lot in these markers anyway. So, swatching, I'm going to wind up using them up. So, that's like the brush tip. And then this is the fine liner side, which that's a respectable fine liner. However, I did find that they didn't go over, the fine liner didn't really go over edges very well. And so that was where they were a bust for me. But the Stabilo fine liners I have, oh yeah, they do it. They definitely do it. That's what these look like. I'm not going to use these, or I don't think I'm going to use these on the mandala because these go over, they even kind of go over acrylic paint, which is nice. So, um, I guess I kind of wind up buying things because I'm trying to use them for something, but then, like, if you don't buy, I don't know, sometimes, well, I've bought a lot of things that are relatively inexpensive, and then they kind of work like that. But then on the other hand, I bought some things that are relatively inexpensive and they work well. So you kind of never know. I think I may also use some things that I have in this, my handy little Swiss Miss thing. I had a third one that I just emptied this morning, and my husband already got it in the recyclables, like outside recyclables, not inside. So I can't abscond with that one. So I guess I'm gonna have to buy more hot chocolate. I do anyway, but I'm gonna have to look for this specific size because I think these things are really handy for stashing, like the pencils I'm working with, for stashing pencils in a particular way. So I have certain types in one and another type in the other, so that when I go to put them away, like they're all together in one thing. And so, yeah, so they've been pretty convenient. So, hey there, strong minds. I don't know. Well, I don't know if you want me to call you by your real name, but it's nice to see you. I have been checking in on your videos. Did you sell those pretty fish earrings? Those earrings are so beautiful. I don't know. They got me thinking. They got me thinking. I don't usually wear earrings like that, but I don't know. I think those little fish earrings might convince me. Yeah, I just use this one, right? I just use this. Do I want to go greens on this? I don't know. You want to check out Strong? Okay, you want to check out Sharon's channel? Nice to meet you, Sharon. Strong Mind Jewelry Lovers. She makes jewelry and she makes beautiful jewelry, and she sells it. And you can see her wares on her channel. What color is this? This is what's on the. Oop, this is what's on the band. You can barely see it. It's like brown. It's brown. Okay. We'll save that. I don't think I'm using brown yet. I don't know what I'm using on here. I'm just kind of seeing what's here. I'm always using turquoise. All the time. Not yet. Okay. I'm thinking. Because they are really, really pretty. They really are. Oh, do these look the same? They look the same. No, one's more yellow. That's kind of the color of those fish earrings. Thank you. That was something I always like. That was on my list of things that I wanted to learn how to do, was to make jewelry. But then I never, I could only do so many things, so I never got to it. But and I don't know how good I would be with like that fine kind of dealing with things. I kind of get frustrated, which is kind of why I don't do, I haven't yet done diamond painting, but I don't know. I may try it because some of those big ones, I think I could be convinced to do some of those. I have those like big jewels on them. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and use turquoise because like what the heck, we know we can't resist. Oh, but that's red. I mean, it's not red, but it's a heart, which makes me want to make it red or something. I don't know if there's a red in here, though. I don't know what this is. So let's try it. If we don't like it, we can always change it. And this is how I discover color combinations. I just put it down and see what happens. And if it, through further development, it still looks like caca, then I just change something. Hey, TaylorMade. Nice to see you. Meet Sharon. Sharon makes jewelry. I'm just saying. I might put on some of that YouTube music. The beginning of this book gives a little explanation on what mandalas, where they come from, and what they're for, and which is kind of nice. I just realized something. These are tiny enough for me to use in this other book that I got. So they may be what I use for that. Well, since we did one red, let's do some more. These really do move kind of nice. They apply nice. They just don't go. You can't really use them to line anything, is what I discovered. And that was originally what I bought them for. So I got a haul, and I guess I just figured, well, if I'm going to go there, if I'm going to go this route, then I need to find out how this works and how this will work for me. And so, yeah. So I went there. Partly last night, I went there. And man, I can't even remember what I got last week. One thing was by accident, but we're gonna make it work. I had bought it I had put it in my cart just to look at it, just to have it there, so like I could use it as a reference when trying to make backgrounds, because they were really beautiful, and I was like, wow. I was like, I wonder if I could mimic that effect on a background of a coloring page. Well, when I went to actually buy something, I forgot that was in my cart, and I wound up buying that too. Oops. So I said, well, okay. So we'll have to take a look at that thumb. They would probably somehow work with, like, if I do the journaling thing, or I don't know, the whatever that is. I don't know the right words for it or nothing, but the journaling, the junk journaling, bookmaking, that kind of thing. I think they will work for that, although I don't know if I can do work that could match the beauty of those things. You see them? But that also has me thinking more, the fact that I accidentally bought those things. I'm not sure until tomorrow. Maybe tonight, but probably not till tomorrow till I get them all. I just kind of went there. I went there. I went there so much I skipped all my subscribe and save stuff. I skipped all of them. It's like I've already spent the subscribe and save. I ain't got room for no more. This is like supplies for a while. Um, yeah. But I feel like those things that I accidentally bought would work well with, like, some kind of journal making or book making or something like that. And I've been thinking about this stuff that I already have, that I've acquired from, people giving it to me or whatever. A coworker gave me, I guess she was subscribed to some kind of fabric sample box, and she gave me a bunch of fabric samples that are really, I mean, they're gorgeous. It's like I'm looking at them right now. I haven't known where to put them because it's like, what do I do with this stuff? But there's like this suede, um, sample, a like a, what do you call it? Like a golden ochre leather sample, and some others. And I'm like, look at them. And I'm like, oh my god, they're beautiful. But what am I gonna do with them? And I actually could probably like make some kind of a bound book or something out of them, a little one. So this has me thinking, in conjunction with the thing I accidentally bought. I might be able to do something like that. It might be my foray into the journal making scene. So we'll see. I don't know what it's like. Then it's like, then you're gonna have to think about things like you're gonna need glue, you're gonna need this, you're gonna need that. It's like, I don't have room for that. I couldn't even find my watercolors yesterday. Hey, Jean. Happy Monday. Um. So yeah, it has me thinking, and we'll see. But I really I couldn't even find my watercolors yesterday. I don't know where I put them, somewhere, because I thought, well, I won't be working with these for a while because I'm not. I thought I was ready. I was feeling like I was ready, but I just, as far as my space and my time and figuring in cleanup time and stuff for that, this is just not the time of year for me to do that. So wherever I put them, I really put them away. And now I couldn't find them yesterday. I didn't think I put them away like that, but I might have also slipped them somewhere quickly, put them somewhere where they would be safe quickly, because I also went through the whole removing my old printer, which was like huge. Removing my old printer, putting in this new monitor, which is really big, and all that's having to move my new printer, put it in a different spot because it doesn't really fit well unless it was sitting on top of the old printer. If that makes any sense. Because of how it sticks out, the height of it took it above the monitor so that it was okay that way. But once I took off the old printer, it was not okay in that spot, so I had to move that. So with all that moving and stuff on my desk, I think I put those paints away somewhere where they would not get disrupted at all, but I don't remember where that spot is. So we went deep putting them things away, which is really sad because I thought I had the right book. That Camellia Derico book is probably the best book to use it in, those watercolors in, because they were those CSY metallics. And so I was kind of aggravated about that yesterday. I don't know if you heard how aggravated I was, but that's what I was aggravated about. Plus, at that time, when I was looking for the paints, it was like my USB hub stopped working, and I have lights plugged into that. I have like a um, fan thing plugged into that. I have my chargers for my Galaxy Watch plugged into that. My pencil sharpener and a whole bunch of stuff on that side. And so none of that was working because that light was out. Because that USB hub, I thought, had stopped working. Well, come to find out, I just found out when I got home today and I looked, there's a switch that's on part of the power strip that was plugged into. that actually had been turned off. So like part of the power strip I guess needs that switch, and part of the power strip doesn't. And I didn't realize that. So I flipped the switch, and guess what? It works again. So at least, cause I was like, I am not buying another USB hub. I am not doing it. So then it was like, oh my gosh, now I got to figure out how I'm gonna plug all this stuff in differently. But nope, all I had to do was flip a switch. So, but I didn't know that yesterday, so I was a little aggravated about that too. Because I swear this room is like wired for sound, in some ways, literally. Um, I just like changing anything in here like that is like a huge endeavor. And it has me climbing all in the dark underneath my desk, and in narrow spaces that my hand is, and I got small hands, but my hand won't fit between the wall and the desk and the wall and this. Oh my gosh. It turns into a whole ordeal. I gotta like put a bonnet on my head so whatever I rub against underneath there, climbing, trying to get behind the desk, doesn't snap my hair out my head. And it's like it's really a production. So it's like going in for major surgery. So yeah, so just the thought is like, oh, yeah. So that was all on my mind yesterday while I was trying to paint with the ladies. And I didn't want to spend the rest of my weekend trying to solve that problem. It's like, oh brother. It's like, this is my last bit before the week starts, and I gotta be like climbing under the desk and preparing for climbing under the desk, and yeah. But yay, that's not the case. Oh, we're really going there with these colors. We're just kind of doing whatever, aren't we? That's okay. We're gonna make this meditative, even if it's ugly. We're gonna meditate. You see, I can go in after and kind of change the colors with pencils, which I have done before. Yeah, I know. Like, and some of these things, well, one of them I did look at, and I thought, no, I'm not ready for that. But then, well, I'll tell later that it's like, yeah, I guess I'm ready for that, or I gotta be ready for that. And then it's like, you know what? Maybe I am ready for that. And then I bought some other things so that I could be sure I was ready for that. Supplies. So, yeah. I don't know when they're going to get here. But my husband's going to be like, oh, no, what's that? It's all right. I don't have my bathtub yet, so you have no right to complain. Give me my bathtub, we'll talk about it. Yeah, it will. Like something, a little piece will just like catch onto my one coil and snap. Oh, I gotta cover my head. Cover my head. One little snag in my nail or anything, it's like. I was just thinking this morning about because I have this little thing of kapuasu butter that I got. Basically, I got it to kind of make a butter mixture for my skin and hair. But I wound up just putting it on my hair yesterday, and a little bit of it. And I knew, like, because I have a method that, excuse me, that I put it on yesterday, while my hair was wet, and then when I re-wet my hair this morning, it'll kind of smooth more over my hair, you know, and kind of one, hold the curls, and two, kind of seal the moisture in to them. And I was thinking about one of my husband's nieces, because they're part Mohawk, and one of them has really coarse hair, and some of my hair products actually work really well on her hair. And I was thinking, I wonder if like how it would work for her, like doing what I did with the butter, the kapuasu butter on her hair, but she would need to use less. But still, like if she just smooths it on her hands, put it over her hair, um, while it was wet, and then like every time, like maybe co-wash her hair whenever during the week. I'm thinking it might kind of help. So I gotta tell her that. She has very coarse hair, but it's straight, but it tends to be rather dry. I don't know why I'm doing this pink. I guess because I can. I guess because I've never done these colors together before. I'm just pulling out, doing it, see what happens. Worst that could happen is it's ugly. Okay, we can pretty it up because all colors are beautiful. I already think I'm going to change that one with pencil. Put some pencil over it and kind of change the color a little bit. I'm kind of interested in why we don't put certain colors together. Hey, Foxy! Fox on the loose. Hey, we actually have a mink in our yard. So I'm told. My husband saw it, and it was working too. It was carrying off some kind of mouse or baby rat or something. I was like, all right now. Okay, when he told me that, I was like, yeah, that mink can stay. We ain't making no coat out of that one. That one's earning its keep. And he said it was kind of I don't know, well, he knows this. He's the country boy. He says it was kind of a baby one, a baby mink, like kind of maybe baby teenager in between. I was like, I wouldn't even know one if I saw one, period. I wouldn't know a mink. But maybe something like a miniature, hairy, what do you call it? What's that thing that's flat? Otter or something? I don't know. If I saw one, I'm not sure I would know what it was. I might go running in the house. There's something in the yard. It's staring at me that I've never seen before. Not a skunk, not a chipmunk, not a squirrel. Smaller than a fox. Thank God. Because when I saw a fox run through the yard, I was like, oh my gosh. First thing I thought, is it rabbit? Certain creatures I don't like seeing in the daytime. Yeah, I don't know. That's mink in that. I don't know. Minks and cats may not be, depending. I don't know. But what's interesting? I don't never heard anything about us seeing a mink in our yard when we had. Well, we also had dogs then too. So we had dogs and cats between both my house, our house, and my in-laws' house. Yeah, we had a whole bunch of dogs and cats. So they weren't going to be around here with all them dogs. That's for sure. Them dogs are ready. Like, we know we can't touch these cats, and we gotta protect them, but hey, anything else is fair game. I really do miss having animals. I do. They were a lot of work. And, like, but I do miss them. I keep looking. Every time I come home, driving home, I look at my neighbor's front yard because she has, like a cat, like where she has a mother cat, and then all the kittens, maybe from more than one litter. Child bubbles, yes. One of these things were that I got, definitely, well, two of them is Bubbles' fault. The other things will perhaps add to our knowledge base. I'll leave it at that. I'm not telling until I get them. One of them actually I have right now and it's sitting on my desk, but I'm not going to show it yet. I'm going to wait. I want to show them all together because I'm going to be aggravated trying to pull everything out and show it and trying to figure out where to put it. But yeah, leave it at that. Okay, so we got these weird colors in here. What can we put here to make it look like, yeah, these things really do go together? And you know what? I haven't used enough of this green. Is this the green? Is this it? This looks like green. This looks different. Yes, I went ham and I wasn't intending it. I'm singing it. I wasn't intended to at all. But I do have an objective. I should check and see when them other things are getting here. Oh, I forgot one. These things remind me of fiddleheads, even though they're not really fully turn around, but fiddleheads, like how they curl. That's what it reminds me of. I still want to taste fiddleheads. I am still on a search for crumpets, too. I want a crumpet. And I found a recipe this morning that kind of looks doable and it's legit. Because, like, they were talking, like, we want to make the crumpets that we get in Harrod's Tea Room. I was like, oh, well, those have to be legit. That was where the Queen used to shop. So, and it really does look simple, but it's like one of those things you have to follow all the steps. So, yeah. So I got to be in a place where I'm ready to just like engage in the process. And I really think I'm going to do it. The funny thing is, you actually cook the crumpets in a frying pan. I was like, a frying pan? A frying pan. And I don't know how well they travel, because like I heard about like people buying some like in packages and them getting moldy really quick and stuff, but I might figure something out. My main thing is cookies, but I really want crumpets. I really do. And the only place I saw two places online, and I don't know. I feel like what if I don't like them and I spent like, I don't know, the money for them? They seem like too much money for me to. Oh, I mean, I could buy coloring supplies for the price of them things. Like $25 for 6. It's like, but if I make them and I go by the picture and kind of pay attention, I could actually make a legit crumpet if I tried, I think. But I really want a crumpet. But see, I haven't even made my, I want to make a, I still have stuff to make, well, I don't have the insides, but that's probably easy to solve. But I want to make Jamaican beef patties from scratch. And the big, well, probably the biggest problem for me is going to be the dough. I mean, it's kind of like a cannoli. If you don't have the thing that holds it right, forget it. That's like that's the whole ting. That the whole ting. And I can't say it in real patois because like I'm a half breed. What can I say? Um, but yeah, I have. Oh, oh! I did. I saw my notification popped up that I just got a picture. It's like I can't look now. See what's happening? We are being enabled by each other. Not good. I intend to use these things like ASAP actually. So, um, not today, but very soon. So I'm figuring them things out, and I'm gonna figure out how to do them on my desk and not make a mess. Cause that's my that's my biggest thing. So, but I would figure after this. I mean, I certainly hope. It's like, Lord, can we let it end right there? I think I'm gonna have enough to keep me occupied for learning and finishing my books. So, so where are we going with these colors? I kind of like it, but I gotta think of what color. I don't know. Will the color wheel help? I could go to that Colors website, maybe. I want to figure what color to actually make it look like these go together. I did have a color wheel here somewhere. Here, all them pencils on my desk. I need to put every last one of them away. I just saw my color. Oh, there it is. It's under all the pencils. Go figure. Okay. Woo! Nice little tiny one. So we got green. I see you, Foxy. We got green and we got red. Now look at that. Okay, I'm gonna learn how to use this after all. I never used it in class either. I was bad. Oh, this shows like adding. Well, I'm not trying to add. I'm just looking at. I want brown. But green and red, green and red. I don't know. How can we make this work for us? What would happen if I added blue? Purple would be totally disgusting. Like I'm pretty much gonna. What if I did? Oh, no, I put the purple right there. Gold, as in gold, maybe. Gold makes everything look richer, right? Okay, can I read this thing? I need glasses. Do I have glasses up here? Oh, yeah, I do. What's this say? We're actually going to try and look at our color wheel. I'm not trying to mix. I'm just trying to match. How can I use this to match? Well, if I look at these, what are they? The tertiary colors? Oh, what is that one? Adding white, they said. Well, I'm not trying to add, but I'm trying to get some ideas, like brainstorming. But then I don't know if this is gonna work for me for that. Hey, Mary, breaking out the wheel and clueless while I'm turning it. That's all. That's where I'm at right now. It's like, what am I doing? Let me spin round and round. Let's see. I got that green. Opposite of green is purple or red violet, but I used red. Oops. I don't really want to change that to red violet though. I really don't. I want it to be red. I feel like being bold. If we're gonna be wrong, let's be bold and wrong. Okay, now this is why I just put something down and say forget it. Who cares? I'm just gonna like out of all of these things, let's just pick one and put it down. And we're not gonna think about it. Light blue sounds disgusting, but we're gonna be bold and wrong. But we're gonna be bold. What is this? Is this blue? I'm curious. Maybe is this blue? Oh, so we have more things falling off my desk. Although, like, if you think about it, because see, something happens when you add the other colors, it totally changes what's going on. And so I'm kind of relying on that to work for me instead of against me here. But that it might not happen. It happened with one with one mandala I did one day, and I just was like, "Ooh!" I just stop the video. Just stop. Just stop. It's ugly. There's no way out of it. It's just ugly. Poor thing. I may go. Oh, you know what? I think I ripped it out the book too. That's how ugly it was. Usually I can try and find some way to redeem it, but I just was like, mm. I can't find any redemption for this one. I'm not the one to do it. If it's possible, I'm not the one. Not the one. I am singing today. I've been singing all day. I don't know. I kind of like this blue. Kind of like this blue. It's unusual, but I left out a green. I have to fill that in. I always wind up with just leaving something out. I'm coloring something out of the sequence with these mandalas. I was working on and still working on a mandala from Dawn's 20 um 20 mandalas on the black background. And why did I mention that? I mentioned that because I keep drawing the lines wrong because I'm adding lines to it so I can fill in like more colors. I was kind of playing around with it, and I kept messing up my lines. But the good part about that is that I actually, while looking for my watercolors and not finding them, I did find my protractor and stuff. So now I think I'm going to use that and draw in that image. So I really got to figure out what I'm working on this week. Oh, this is green. This is a different one. I guess that's what we're doing. No turning back. Not in this case. So let's see. I want crumpets, and I may wind up making them. Well then we could actually like darken this one, huh? Since we did that. I want to make something pumpkin from this pumpkin puree that I want to use up that's in the cabinet. I didn't want to just make pumpkin bread, even though I like pumpkin bread. And I make it with chocolate chips, so I get my chocolate fix out of it. I don't know, I don't feel like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling like pumpkin bread. I want pumpkin cookies or pumpkin bars with chocolate chips in them, of course. Um, yeah, but then I gotta think to do that. I don't want to think no more. I have to think too much for work. But, oh, we're gonna make that work for us. We're gonna call that shading or something. What do we call it? Highlighting. Look at that. Well, geez, that makes me want to do the other one with the lighter color if I can find it. Can I find it? Can I find it? Is it this one? No, not that one. That's totally different. We'll just give it up. I don't really want to be digging through all this stuff on my desk, do I? Oh, there it is. So let me see if is Sharon still here? Check out Sharon's channel. Maybe I shouldn't tell you that because I know Foxy's gonna like them earrings too. Strong Minds Jewelry Lovers. Check out her channel. She makes jewelry, and she has some really cute stuff there. Pretty stuff. I mean, I kind of think those, I don't know, those fish earrings look kind of upper elevated to me. Like I could see that. Like cute, but kind of elegant. Dress up, dress down. And a pretty color. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to get them. I keep thinking about them. I can't stop thinking about them. But the thing is, I have to think about what I have to go with it, and that's what I don't think I really have. But if my brain hits on something that I have, how I can wear it, yeah, I probably will. But right now, I can't think of anything. I kind of like that. I wonder if I should darken all of this green, she says as she puts the marker down and starts doing it. Isn't that what I always do? Maybe do for some more coffee. I didn't get enough coffee today because I had kind of a cup. Yeah, I usually make I make pumpkin bread with the puree. And one reason why I don't want to make the pumpkin bread is because I had a really good pumpkin bread recipe that was like, oh my god, it was so good, best ever, and I can't find it. And it's like, well, if I make it just with the regular old recipe, I'm probably not gonna be happy. So trying to find it, and I thought I had even saved it, but maybe I just had it on the hard disk of my computer before I wiped it, and I didn't save it to Dropbox or anything. So, and I can't find it on the internet. I don't know where I got it from. Another thing I made, like if you have dogs, oh my gosh, I made like vegetarian meatballs from pumpkin puree and cheese. And I mean, they were pretty good, but oh my god, the dogs loved them. Like my sister-in-law's dog was mostly one of them that used to come over and like sit under my desk, and even when I wasn't here waiting for me to get home. He I swear they knew the day that I was cleaning out the fridge, because then they'd come over. They're like, "Oh, we gotta go over to Aunt Linda's house today because she cleans out the fridge and we might get something good out of it." And I made those pumpkin meatballs. Oh my gosh, he loved them. He loved them because I was the only one that was really eating them. My husband really wasn't eating them, so it was like me and the dogs. It's like one for me, one for you, one for me, two for you, because you keep staring at me with them big brown eyes. Oh, um, yeah, but I'm kind of leaning towards making pumpkin bars because like breakfast bars or something with chocolate chips in them. I would put like pepitas and things in them, but I can't. I gotta be careful because of my braces. I'd love to put like some seeds and stuff in there, but a lot of times when I bake, I will throw in sunflower seeds, pepitas, and flax. Just because it helps you go and it gives you protein. So yeah, you might be getting the sugar fix and getting that chocolate, but you're getting protein and fiber, more fiber and protein, excuse me, on top of it. So, but I can't do that right now, not until I get the braces off. But we're getting closer. I had roasted walnuts when I got home. I had a couple. Because they always seem to kind of, roasted walnuts seem stave off, like, they keep me kind of filled a little bit before I really, like, am ready to eat a meal. Okay, I like that. That darker green did it for me. So now what are we going to do? We need to keep these greens somewhere special. I'm going to put them in my Swiss Miss. So blue. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just going to do it. Thinking too much. I might as well just do it. Oh, I wonder. Okay, we're not even going to test the color. We're just going to use it. This could be dangerous, but I don't want to put a hole through the paper. Yep, see, that got that little blue spot. So we're not going to do it like that again. Pumpkin waffles. That sounds good. That sounds really good. Were they like, so they were like more fluffy like or cakey like waffles rather than um crispy? Cause see, that's the problem with having a can of pumpkin puree. Like I always get the big can, and then the big can, um, it's always too much. It's like this odd number. They say 15 ounces to make pumpkin bread, but then the can has 29 ounces in it. With the large can. So then I always have pumpkin left over, and it's like, well, what do I do with it? Because it's not enough to make two or four or whatever. So what do I do with it? That's another reason why I don't want to make the bread, because then it's like, oh, then we gotta like figure out how to stretch it and make it so we make, I don't feel like doing all that. Is this the right part? Yeah, that's the right part. I like the sound of pumpkin waffles. I wouldn't mind making muffins if I had big enough muffin pans because I like them big muffins, not them tiny little things. I want a big one. So like you have the muffin top, the big muffin top. The muffin top's the best part. I'm making myself hungry. Not really hungry, but just wanting some. Choo choo choo. So if I'm doing this with the green and this blue, I gotta do something with the pink. I don't know what though. There's not much in this blue. Must have been the one that I really used. Oh, they had to be good though with the syrup. I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, I want this to blend more. But I also don't want to put a hole in the paper. That would be bad. This is good because then I'm using up these markers. And I'm figuring out how to use them. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Because I want to use my supplies. They are here to use. So I can use up and I still need to send Bubbles the hair stuff. I haven't forgotten. And you know what? I have to return a package to UPS. So maybe I could ship that then. There's a thought. I should get that ready tonight. But it's like using up hair supplies. I've been like, because it took a while for me to figure out what would work on my hair. And then in the meantime, my hair was transitioning from its natural color to gray. And so then my hair changes again with that, right? So your texture, your porosity, and all that. Well, mine changed, and I'm not done going gray, so it's still kind of doing that. But I have more control now. Like with the I really colored that in a bit too much, didn't I? Oops. Oh well, we can put white in there or something, or maybe it's gonna lighten up. Oh, is it gonna lighten up when it dries? We'll have to see. We might put some white on it to kind of make it look like the other ones. I was a little too heavy-handed. Um. Well, dang. Do I want more blue then? I need more blue somewhere. Looks like. And this light, the pale one, doesn't seem like it has much life in it. Seems like it's about to give up the ghost. And I don't know how well the fine point side is going to work. The non-brush side. I don't know whether I'm going to get this colored in one sitting because I can't spend more than a couple hours on here. This is taking me an hour. I don't know. I kind of like that. I wish you could do only one pass with this marker. I can't seem to do that. I ain't got the skill. And this marker's kind of wimpy. This particular color. Ugh, what is that? Yeah, I probably needed to turn the book around. That probably would have helped. But and this one, I think we got them all. I'm gonna need to check and see. Where my other packages are. They said like by 10 p.m. But I just thought it was odd that the last thing I ordered was here when I got home. I was like, really? I just ordered it last night. They were ready. I don't know what I'm doing with that one. Just whatever. But I guess each one can be different, right? They don't have to all be the same. And then people can look at it and say which one's their favorite. It was kind of chilly here today. I didn't even wear a jacket. I just ran out the house. I was in such a hurry. Oh no. And actually, it really wasn't cold either, and it was windy, but other people had their jackets on and stuff. But I was just like too busy running from one building to the other to care. I think it was like I didn't even look in my car. I could have looked to see what temperature it was. I think it's like in the 50s. And tomorrow I think it's supposed to be in like the 70s. I don't know what's up with this weather. Okay, each one's different, and I'm just going to let them be that way. Each one of these. It's okay. It's okay that they're different from each other. Just like people. They aren't all the same, because that would be boring. Hey, Ivy. Ivy Pearl. Those are kind of interesting colors. I don't know if I'm going to add one or not. Add a color. Kind of feels like it needs another color, but I don't know what that color would be. And I feel like it could make or break it. Make or break. I wonder if I should look at my, yeah, just the thought. It's like, mm-mm. I was like, wonder if I go look at my gel pens and like maybe use a gel pen, but like, yeah, then I got to get to them. I do have some right in here, but I don't know if they're in here because they're rejects or in here because I don't know why. It's green, yellow, I don't know. Sometimes they're in here because I have to reconstitute them because they've been uncooperative. Or I could do one of those, sit on it and wait and see what comes to me later. Could do one of those. Wait for fresh eyes. That might be what I do. One thing I feel like is that, like sometimes like going to a metallic can sometimes just make everything just look, even make the weirdest things look so much better and look like they're, put together. I'm almost wondering if that's something I should do with this. I don't know. Let me sit back and look a little bit. Oh, I do need more blue. I do need more of that blue. Since I started there, I do have to put more of that in there. So that's one thing. Let me take a minute. I am going to look and see where are the packages. Because we've spoiled these days that we can do that. And I'm going to look. See what's here.